Alright guys, so we are now live. Hope the audio isn't too loud. It seems like the volume is going bonkers at the moment. I adjusted the mic so that everyone can receive the audio a little bit better. So I'm going to be covering a topic that I think everyone would want to listen to, which is now that Bitcoin is now at 7,000 and at the same time the market cap is at 200 billion. What is the plans going forward, especially if you are trading or investing? I guess for traders, there are obviously a few scenarios, and for investors, there are obviously a few scenarios as well. So I've always been tweeting that 200 billion market cap would be a very important milestone, especially for the space, because we need enough liquidity in order for us to continue forward, right? Okay, so because I have my kid here, so if she's a little bit noisy, please forgive me, because there's no one in the home at the moment, so I need to make sure she's all right. Okay. As I was saying, so there are a few scenarios, and I want to quickly jump into it. There are folks that are following the hyperwave theory, which is in the tone vase camp, which is obviously very popular, well followed, and everything. But take note that it is a longer term time horizon when you look at the hyperwave. So what he was commenting about the hyperwave is that right now BTC has clearly turned bullish. And if you are looking at putting money back into the crypto market or into Bitcoin specifically, you are to use only 20% of your existing liquid assets, but across a time frame, a longer term time frame, not asking you to buy now. This is how I interpret the tweet. For me, I was in at the low, which was at 3,200, 3,400, 3,500. That was the time that I was accumulating and buying. Now, what am I doing? Am I going to be cashing out? What am I going to do? So, okay. The thing is, along the way, I actually swapped my BTC for altcoins. Now, that may not have been the best plan, but I was always more bullish on the altcoins, because no matter what, the altcoins are always still having the best upside potential. I'm not saying that BTC cannot have the best upside potential, but having the largest market cap, or having the one that has, so BTC obviously has the largest market cap across the board amongst all the cryptocurrencies. But eventually, it will not be the one that will bring you the best, highest speculative value. Okay, so speculative value is always been the main play in the cryptocurrency space. No one really cares about fundamentals, or at least understands how to evaluate a cryptocurrency. And anyway, we can throw that aside, because a lot of the current IEOs and everything like that, whether it's in an existing project or not, until now, till this day, 2019, you're still not seeing enough financial statements or income proof that these companies are making money. So if that is the case, we will just take it as speculative value across the board. So right now, you probably fall into a few categories. One, you are someone who has BTC. Okay, that means you are all in on BTC and you have no altcoins. So that's scenario number one. What do you do? Well, I think a good risk management play would to at least take a little bit off the table. Okay, so it depends on how aggressive or bullish you are. So take note, like I said, this is just my personal opinion and it's not financial advice. It's just how I see the way the market is moving. Since we took less than 2 weeks to achieve a very significant rise from 5,200 to $7,000, right, or above $7,000, okay, you have to take some money off the table. That is just wise decision making. Okay, and 200 billion market cap did come rather quickly, which is okay for this space. We have seen 20 billion come in and go out relatively quickly, almost in a span of less than 24 hours to 48 hours, sometimes 72 hours. So it is no surprise that you suddenly see this very quick buy up. And I'm seeing that Bitcoin is actually stabilizing at $7,000 at the moment. So what I'm going to do is at least talk to you based on a few charts, or at least the Bitcoin chart. Then from then, it will give you a strong visualization on what needs to be done. So let me just pull up the BTC charts for you. Okay. And I think a lot of folks are obviously concerned about the Tether situation. Very quickly, I noticed that any OTC provider or any OTC provider or anyone that is willing to accept USD Tether at the moment, the fear spread, or at least that spread, it has now become 1-to-1. So there seems to be no more fear. So just take note on that. That's how you kind of look at whether or not there's any fear in the market with regards to anyone accepting US dollar Tether. Because if, let's say, there is fear in the market that that USD Tether is not reliable, you see a very, very huge spread. And that is to show the fear in the market, and you just have to take note. Okay, right now, let me see now. And if you have questions, guys, just just feel free to ask me. I'm not very sure what you all are concerned about, but I'm gonna just cover the various scenarios first. Okay, so right now BTC clearly has cleared the overall 50 and the 200-day moving average. We don't even have to go through that because I think too many people in doing technical analysis have already confirmed that. I think the TA was around somewhere around here. So right now, as you can see, right, we have already crossed that infamous dip that we had back in 13th of November 2018. So now we have already crossed that. Now we are going to hope to see some sort of consolidation. 6,005 will be the new support that we are looking at, and we really want to see that happen before we see the altcoins start to move. Anything above 6,500 and a nice, strong, long-term consolidation. When I say long-term in crypto, let me just add that it's going to be anywhere from 3 months to 6 months. That's when you see the altcoins moving. So you want to see this kind of stuff happening. So let's see, when was this? Yes, okay, so 26th of November, this is considered a consolidation. That's when you notice the altcoins started to get a little bit more active, anywhere from 1.5x to 2x. Okay, depending on how large the market cap was for those altcoins. Now, if we would like to see the altcoins start to move, you would want to see it kind of trend in this region as well, 6,005 to 7,000. You want to see the market cap increase. I know that a lot of folks who are holding altcoins are not too happy at the moment. They feel like, my Satoshis are dying. It doesn't look too good. Well, it is a choice. For myself, I'm also in the altcoin camp. I believe that there are going to be strong altcoins that will prevail in the next bull run, but obviously BTC has to go up first, and our overall market sentiment has to turn bullish. Right now, if you notice, it is very quiet. It's not the same like 2017 where the euphoria you're getting. I'm sure that you are starting to get calls or queries from friends and family. That is a good sign, because when friends and family, they are known as the mainstream. They are the outer circle. And if the outer circle starts to get curious, right, that's when you know, okay, the sentiment is coming back. But trust me when I say this, due to the fact that there's very little ICOs that are available out there, and there clearly are very little ICOs still, you're only seeing existing projects taking a little bit more bullish approach to marketing. Okay, these are existing projects. They're not planning to raise money. Okay, they are only just wanting to create interest and potentially maybe some attention to their existing tokens that are listed. Other than that, or of course, proper marketing would mean that there are these projects already have a business going, and they want to showcase their products, their software, their service, or whatever. Okay, so marketing has been happening on existing projects. Now, as for new projects, obviously those who are familiar, you can go to ICO stats or whatever ICO. I'm not into the ICOs anymore because I still feel that, you know, I don't want to risk that kind of money. I don't need to anymore. So I don't have to put in money into early projects anymore. I'd rather invest into companies that have been around 1 to 2 years and they have not gone bust, and at the same time they have continuously been showing proper and strong developments. So that's where you want to put your money into. Right, so those who are in heavy BTC allocation, as I mentioned, I think it's always good to take some money off the table. You may feel otherwise, but I feel that it's always good to take some money off the table and at least wait for a kind of a consolidation. And then if you decide to put that money back in, go ahead. But right now, I think it's good to take some money off the table. If you can see from this time range, okay, we only had, see, you only had around 36 days, right? From 5,000 to 7,000. That is slightly more than 1 month, okay? 1 month and 5 days, okay? Or 1 month and 6 days, depending, okay? So imagine 1 month and five days, you have such a strong rise, right? So you had such a strong rise in price. We're talking about, okay, so let's just do candle close. You're looking at 42% in a 36-day time frame for BTC. This is not some small ass altcoin that has no volume or no volume or no size, and the price is $7,000, guys. The highest it went was, I think, close to 7,500. Okay, so this is on Binance. So wait, let me see what's the highest. Yeah, 7,500. So can you imagine how much volume there was? And immediately on the very next day, you have this very huge sell down, but the price didn't drop by much. So that's a good thing. You have some kind of a cushion above 7,000. Okay, that's a good sign. Now, the next thing you probably are thinking, oh, what if I am heavy in altcoins? If you're heavy in altcoins, obviously you have to wait for your turn. If you're new to the space, you're obviously feeling a little bit, sick in your gut because you chose to listen to the altcoin shillers, which is fine, right? Buying altcoins, there's nothing wrong because the whole economy, the whole crypto space has to come together with various things happening. If you talk about just purely BTC, there's only so many things that you can do with BTC, right? There is very little action happening from buying stuff with BTC or whatever. There's really very few. Okay, let's not kid ourselves. Most folks would still choose to go via the usual payment routes like PayPal, doing through credit card, so on and so forth. Yes, there are more partners that are partnering up and accepting Bitcoin, blah blah blah. But hey, you know what? That is still going to be a long way to go. Now, the next thing that you want to highlight is when you have your BTC. Is there an opportunity for you to buy altcoins? Sure, there are definitely gonna be opportunities for you to buy altcoins. You can take a step to move a little bit of that BTC profit that you have been making and take advantage of the Satoshi strength to buy certain altcoins. Now, this is only if you have already certain allocations in altcoins and you have been reading up on certain altcoins that you are very confident they are going to do well. Because if you decide to move into altcoins just because you're listening to some guy on YouTube and you haven't done any research or had any history whatsoever involved in the project, you're just purely gambling. And I'd rather you just take profit into USD, come back into BTC, and that's it. But for altcoins, it's a different ball game. You have variations, you have a lot of variations and considerations. For example, there are a majority of the altcoins that do not have enough volume to even support $5,000. Okay, then there are the altcoins that are very much related to BTC. They came from the Bitcoin, they were forks of the Bitcoin network. So for example, like Litecoin, Litecoin has been doing very, very well. And I think August this year is going to be the halving. So you can see that altcoins have been, Litecoin has been doing well. Even Ethereum has started to move relatively aggressively. Now, obviously, Ethereum is its own chain and its own network, and Ethereum has been going up relatively well as well. But it kind of touched 200, but then it couldn't really sustain above 200. Now it's about 188. Yeah, so those are the Ethereum camp folks, those who are interested in smart contracts and decentralized applications. That is kind of like your go-to. Then you have EOS. So EOS is also, having enough funds to kind of sustain and support itself in the current market, and perhaps they have enough investor interest that has helped them to not be punished too badly. So right now you have a strong BTC. These are the very first few immediate considerations that you would want to take advantage of, because they are just so smashed. Let me just show you. So say EOS, BTC, yeah, see, completely smashed. If you look at LTC, BTC, completely smashed as well. In fact, going back to a very nice support level. And then after that, you can see FBTC. Yep, F, I tell you, looks very, very attractive from a FBTC standpoint. You just look at it, it's practically back to the all-time low. Okay, so these are considerations for your trades. Definitely, it's just very clear-cut support level, resistance level kind of stuff. Nothing too technical, no hyperwave theories or whatever. It's just very simple. Buy low, sell high. Simple as that. Okay, so if you are in altcoins, like me, I'm in altcoins. I still believe strongly in altcoins. Although I bought my BTC at 3,200, I said already I chose to shift to Huobi HP pool token. Those have given me a 2x to even 3x on my HPT. So I'm very happy, right? I've made money on that. Now I'm just waiting for the next leg up. And right now for me, I'm predicting that Huobi will probably see $3.50 to $5 by the end of the year. This is why do I make this assumption? Okay, I make this assumption very clear. I make this assumption because they are now launching their listings, right? They are not calling it an IEO. Everyone is just calling it an IEO. They are just basically launching the listing via this Prime platform. Okay, and they are just putting out the existing tokens into the market for whoever wants to buy them. Okay, they are serving the purpose of an exchange and nothing more. A lot of times, right, I notice that people are thinking that, oh, if this project is listed on this exchange and it doesn't do well, it's Huobi's fault. It's not. It is the fault of the project, because the project didn't garner enough interest to begin with. It probably didn't have enough long-term investors sinking in on the idea, and that is why everybody just wants to take the opportunity to dump it. But if they can prove themselves in the next 6, 12, 18, 24 months that they are a solid company, the interest will start coming back into that particular project, and you will see a buyout. That's all. But somehow, right, people always want to blame the exchange. It's very weird. If you go to NASDAQ and you buy a stock, say for example Twitter, Snapchat, Uber, okay, if Uber doesn't do well the moment it launches on the NASDAQ or on the New York Stock Exchange, wherever it's going to be listed on, and it dumps, right? Because Uber has not been making money. It has not been profitable. It is losing money quarter on quarter. We're talking about losing billions quarter on quarter. And the likelihood is that it will dump. It will probably dump. If there was some form of market making involved, then maybe there's a little bit of a 20%, 10, 15, 20% upside, and that's all. That's probably about it, because it's a huge ass IPO, guys. It's not some small cap listing. This is huge. So depending on what happens on the initial few days, there's going to be some euphoria of people who couldn't really get into the IPO, and obviously the early investors will start to cash out. All these things are going to be happening. It's an exit, guys. It's an exit strategy. And right now, it is the same for the crypto space. Whenever there's a IEO, let's just generalize it. If there is going to be an IEO, don't blame the exchange. The exchange is just there to make money for the volume, all the transactions, and make commissions from the traders and obviously for the project itself. Simple as that. If there's a listing fee, services that are going to be provided for the project, that's how the exchange is going to make money. Simple as that. And I know for a fact that if if exchanges will continue to have projects listing on them and have healthy transactions for each and every single listing, market starts to get bullish again, they're going to continue to make money. Your quarterly token burn is going to be healthy. You're going to see more products that are going to be available. More markets are going to start opening up. Like recently, Hopi just opened up and offered, I think there's now HT, folks in Turkey can buy HT tokens. So yeah, call me whatever you want, but I know what I see and I'm very, very clear about what I want to invest in. I think the most important thing is that you have that clarity that you want to base your investments on a certain type of theory, right? Or at least a valuation model. For me, it's just revenue and profit. Okay, if I don't see revenue and profit, or I cannot determine the revenue and profit, why am I sticking my fingers into something that I am uncertain about? That's the main thing. Okay, so I'm gonna take some questions now. Hi Bob, nice seeing you. Hi Anthony, Kev. Yeah, okay, so not too many comments as okay, so hi Ryan, I dumped at 5,004. I've been crying ever since. Am I doomed? Nah, bro, come on. Anthony, if you dumped at 5,004, I completely understand, because if you were in since the low and you decided to exit at 5,004, you don't have to cry, because you exited exactly where everyone thought that it would, sink back down. You see, if we go back to the charts again, okay, BTC started to consolidate, and if it started to dip back down, because like I said, I'm sure you're following a lot of other channels as well, right? And you already made a good judgment call if you had gone in at the 3,000 region, right? If you had followed me, you would already make money, right? And you want to exit at 5,004, no shame, my friend. There's no shame in that. Just wait for the next consolidation and get back in. Now, the only thing is, are you still in US dollar tether or are you in USD? If you're in USD, for example, you are in Gemini and you're holding USD, then just wait for the consolidation and get back in. There's no need to fear, guys. There's going to be a few market cycles. We're going to go through a bull run and then a dip back into the bear market again, and back and forth. We're only 200 billion, guys. I made a comment in my Discord group, right? My Discord group, and I said that we are, as long as we're not at 1 trillion in terms of market cap, we have opportunities to make money. Now, the next thing is, I remember you reviewing Kyber and curious if you get into low caps. Okay, wait, sorry. Are you going to DCA Kyber Network? It's a working product now. Okay, I am not too, Kev, I am really not too big into decentralized exchanges, right? Because, okay, firstly, to me, the decentralized, okay, let's just put it this way. Here's how I think. I'd rather go full on speculative or not. Okay, so decentralized exchanges serve as a swapping mechanism. That means there's going to be very little order books. In fact, there are probably no order books, because each individual seller who is going to be willing to swap with a buyer, it's instantaneous. There's nothing happening in the central region. It's just clear-cut security. Now, how will this actually function when there's an asset that is backed by the tokens? When there's something backing those tokens, it makes a lot of sense, and I do see that happening, but I want to give it another 3 to 5 years before I start re-looking at that space. Decentralized exchanges will serve a purpose. They will serve a purpose because it falls under the category of private investment for me. At least that's how I would view that space. Could there be other more technical reasons for why decentralized exchanges or swaps will be used? Perhaps. But right now, if there are no assets that are willing to be being represented by a fractionalized version of themselves, it's very difficult. Okay, and we need the big names to start coming in. For example, if you tell me that, I'll give you an example. Let's say Shangri-La has a hotel or a resort that they like to fractionalize, and there was some kind of swapping involved with a private investor on the other end for Bitcoin for Shangri-La Resorts coin. Okay, it doesn't want to be on the exchange. It is fine to do a very nice smart contract swap. That is what a decentralized exchange functions, right? That's how it functions. That's how Kyber network will function, or whatever other decentralized swapping mechanism, right? So that's how I see it. But until then, If there's no real physical representation, I'd rather just go full-on speculative and stick to the centralized exchanges that have their own coins. That's my theory. Okay. Now the next thing is, your baby can walk now. Yeah, I mean, yes, this she's already 20 months old. Wait, she's 21 months old already. That's how time flies, man. So she was born she was born in the bull market, but then also when she was still growing up, we were in the bear market. So now I think now that she can walk, it's probably going to be the bull market again. Okay, yeah, so KNC is smash. Okay, let's take a quick look at the KNC then. Very quickly, guys. If you have requests, I want to take a little bit more time because I haven't been doing much videos. Like I said, it has been very, very challenging with her around. She's very, very attached to me. Okay, now I'm looking at... Wait, I'm going to go back to the charts again. Okay. Yeah, KNC, guys. Just look at the volume. Okay, the volume is horrible. Okay, the volume is just not there, guys. Okay, for KEV especially, if you want to get into KNC Kyber Network, right, take note that most of these projects, right, do not and will not spend any kind of money for market making. That means if someone wants, which is something that I covered earlier in the episode, that I said that, see, companies are going to fall into a few categories. And most are not revenue generating. So let me ask you a question. When I raise, let's say I'm a ICO, I raised let's say I raised $20 million. Let's not say 100 million. 100 million is a bit ridiculous. Let's say I raised $20 million in the partial pre-bull market to bull market period, and I failed to cash out enough. What do you think happens to my existing holdings? I would be down 70 to 80%, right? So right now, I still have a team that I still have to take care of. I have to pay rental. I have to hire solid developers to help me continue functioning. Not only that, I still have to go on my rounds through various conventions and whatnot to make sure that people still know that I exist in the market. Can we say that? So all this costs money. If all this is going to cost money and I already had most of my funds wiped out because I did not know how to cash out into US dollars or a fiat currency at anywhere in between, I'm quite screwed. So how am I going to pay for market making? This clearly shows that, there's no interest, obviously. There's no interest from people who are holding it. And at the same time, there's no interest from anyone who wants to get into the market at the moment. Now, with the current new influx of liquidity, could there be the colluders to start pumping certain cryptocurrencies that have very low volume? So now let's go to perhaps Binance and then just very quickly just take a look on how Kyber Network is doing. Okay, and if the order books are relatively thin, I guarantee it will be below 1000 BTC in a 24-hour volume. Okay, let's do that. KNC BTC 24-hour volume 33. Am I right? Even lower than 100. Am I right to say that if someone who 10 BTC can already fulfill one third of the 24-hour volume? See, it is very clear. There's no volume to support. There's not enough volume to support these altcoins at the moment. So you have to be very selective. So look for altcoins that are at least able to swallow 1 million US dollars and above. Okay, as long as it can hold 1 million US dollars and above, and you're trading anywhere from $1,000 to about $5,000, you will be a little bit okay. But you can't fulfill 10,000 and above. Clearly, just look at it. Just do your math. You can't do it. Okay, let me see. Have you looked into Maker? Okay, that seems to be pretty. Yeah, that seems to be very popular. I have not. I will take a look at Maker. You think, okay, so Mez, wow, that's a lot of Z's, bro. You think alts will fill in the BTC, fill in as BTC corrects, or will it bleed with it? Okay, Mez, so just to take note, right? When BTC goes down aggressively, altcoins also go down. It's a given. What you want is BTC to bleed a little bit. That's what we are all hoping, by the way. And we want BTC to start consolidating. Will you And then BTC will start consolidating. When BTC starts consolidating, that's when the altcoins will start moving up. That is the scenario that everyone who is holding altcoins wants. Okay. Side note: why does everyone have a cat as their profile pic? Right, because at the end of the day, the cat signifies, you know, it signifies something. I think everybody loves cats. It's been a meme in social media for a very long time. You know, I hope that I see more maybe squirrels, hamsters. You know, I like to see weasels. I think these are very underrated meme profiles that we should put out there, guys. Come on, stop the cat thing, man. There are other cute animals that are available. Okay, anyway, guys, if 30 minutes is long enough, if you'd like to see more videos, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. If not, like I said, look for more, you know, more stuff in the market. There are going to be healthy stuff happening, and I would like to come back and do more streams, but right now I think this kid really needs to go to childcare before I can really start full on again. Oh God, please. Okay, anyway, take care, guys. All the scenarios are there. If you need to rewatch the video, feel free to rewatch the video. The scenarios are all there. If you fall into any of the categories, just rewatch the video. You'll know exactly what to do. Take care, God bless, and see you in the next video. Alright, stop it.